Good evening. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Alam ko, yeah, we're back. Medyo matagal na tayong nawala for a while. Lahat tayo needed a break. But now we're back and we do have a great guest tonight, Mr. Mon Maramba. But before that, I just like to say this show is brought to you by the Music Source. For music solutions and gear, check out the Music Source. Their website is themusicsourceph.com. Also, if you want to check out yung mga previous Mobile Mondays natin featured ng yung mga ibang DJs natin. From Mobiles and Disco, check out the YouTube channel of Mobile Mondays. Search nyo na lang. Nandun yun. Yung collection ng mga interviews nandun. And of course, some of you who went to discos, years younger, nag-high school dance kayo, and definitely you would recognize some of the guys that were in the mobile circuit naman nun. And that'd be interesting. So, yeah, do check it out, yung YouTube channel natin. So, anyway, thank you so much again, everyone. Mr. Chris Merto, how are you? Chris Merto. And si Doc Leopoldo Cabuang, how are you? Okay. So anyway, yun nga, yung when I was planning to do another 8 to 12 series of interviews. Yeah, there was a short list, but on the top of the list it was our guest, Mr. Mon Maramba, and I'm pretty excited na he graced us. Definitely, he's in the States, and sa baliktad yung oras, but he took the effort and in waking up early para lang mangyari ito. And thank you, Mon. And so, yeah, Mon Maramba, one of the premier DJs during the golden age of disco dito sa Manila. You know, like Jealousy, Euphoria, Wherelse, Faces. Yeah, I mean, he did the circuit. That's why he is where he is, and we'll find out ano pa yung ginawa niya and what happened and what he's doing now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Mon Maramba. Hey, Mon.
Hey,
Hey, how are you,
hi
Mon?
Mario.
Hey,
Good evening.
Hey, thank you for gracing the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting
Di
me.
ba? Parang ano nga eh, parang when sabi nga, okay, maganda to mangyari ito. Marami kwentuhan kasi ako growing up, lalo na yung kami sa mobile, tapos yung nagdi-DJ ka sa mobile, but to be a DJ sa disco was always, to most was like ito yun sana if we could take that extra step and go there. But of course, ilan lang naman nangyari yon, and we settled for just hanging around the DJ's booth at nanonood na lang dun sa booth and sa gamit initignan. But and thank you for now. But anyway, you're right now, you're in the States, and you do have uh two shows that you stream on Twitch, right? It's Mon Maramba Live, and the other is what was the other one? Sorry.
Sunday Rehab.
Sunday Rehab. Yeah. Could you tell us more about these two shows na ginagawa mo? Kasi they're happening regularly now. So for the listeners, yeah, if you want, you've got two chances, and I think tama ba, Mon, dalawang klaseng, like dalawang expect na, hindi lang yung parang party music, isa pang relax rin naman, ano?
That's right.
Paano
That's
ba yan? Right. Paano ba yung makeup nung?
So bale, Mon Maramba Live, it's parang it's more centered on dance music. It's mostly new stuff. Although, syempre, may theme nights ako. Sometimes I do disco, sometimes new wave, parang ganun. Parang may focus yung show. It's not like a show that, you jump genres. And, well, I've done genre jumping din naman. But it's mostly dance and, you keep it high energy always and fun for the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sunday Rehab is like really just chilling out. You play jazz, down tempo stuff, and slow stuff para to end the weekend. Kumbaga, the idea is parang kunyari you're waking up Sunday and you were at a party last night and parang yung
You want music but you just want something baka may ano ka pa, may, hangover ka pa so
may hangover ka and you're just happy about last night, something like
oh,
that. Yeah.
okay. So yun yun. So you've got 2 shows and yung, Mon Maramba Live, that's every
Mon Maramba Live is every Friday night here sa US, and then that's Saturday morning dyan sa Manila.
okay.
Tapos yung Sunday Rehab naman is Sunday morning here, and
Eksakto dito 10 PM.
10
10
p.m.
PM.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to actually have 3 shows.
Hmm.
There was one on Saturday mornings. Bali Sunday early morning. It was called AFTA. Yan, it was parang
After.
after. Parang after hours yan.
Yeah, yeah,
Parang
yeah, yeah.
malalim na tugtugan talaga and you can just get away with anything, and the idea naman there is tipong you're drunk and you just don't care what's playing. You just happen to be with your friends and you're having fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pero ano,
And
hindi na lang
uh,
I mean, was it hard to manage 3 shows?
oh
I mean,
yeah, it takes a lot of time to prepare. But I'm quite sure you know this. Dahil I know you prepare for your show, so it's something
yeah.
like that. A lot of thought goes into it, and you try to uh, convey a certain message or a certain feel for your show. Ba?
Yung
Yeah,
mga
and other than those 2 shows, I'm preparing for Retro Fest. It's coming up September 3.
wow, wait for that, huh?
Yeah,
And
yeah, that's going to be fun. You should see the lineup. My goodness, wow. John
you
Tupas is there.
okay, yeah.
Oh, there's
Yung
going
mga
to be
kasama mo rin
John.
dati.
Yeah, yeah,
Oo.
yeah. There's going to be John. Lopi will be in that show.
Loopy, solid. Oo.
Oh, hell
Oo.
yeah. That's good reason to go
Oo.
actually. Oh. Lopi, John Tupas, there's
Oo.
Agnes.
Oh,
That's a
ayos.
that's
Oo,
a packed lineup.
dun
Yeah.
pa lang sulit na, eh.
Exactly.
Itabi mo na
Exactly.
yung oras mo, di ba?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yun.
So that's
And
going to be fun.
and these shows you ano na-develop mo lang to if I'm not mistaken during the pandemic when just to
Oh yeah,
keep you
yeah.
busy.
Parang before the lockdowns, I was actually studying. Pero when studying to become a coder. So I
Okay.
code, I build websites.
All right.
Pero when the lockdown started, wala, I just wasn't learning. And parang I needed something else but to take my worries off me. Dahil syempre, lockdown, nobody's been there. And, we were just, everyone was just lost. So parang when I started streaming on Facebook again, parang you felt connected again. You people were there saying hi, and parang
Yeah, yeah.
then this is nice. I mean, it feels warm, and yung parang you're not alone. Hindi ka solo
Yeah, yeah.
nakatulong dun sa bahay mo. So yeah, I kept
Yeah,
I kept going. Yeah.
the power of music talaga, 'di ba? Alam mo 'yun, yung
Oh
parang
yeah.
I remember my brother-in-law siya, he stays in well, during that time he stayed in New York and sobrang parang ang lungkot niya kasi mag-isa lang siya. Tapos
Yeah.
sabi niya, sobrang lungkot ko pero I turned on Morrissey and okay na daw yung mundo.
Di
Yung
ba?
music.
Yeah. Pero
Nag-Morrissey lang
like
siya.
this is ito, I always believed in that, the power of music. Yung tipong when you hear something very familiar to you, parang it reminds you of when you were in high school, yung first, I don't know, first high school dance mo or something,
Yeah.
right?
Actually, it works pretty well. Like every time may music ako maririnig, I mean, syempre, yung panahon natin, high school or college man or younger, para bang there's always a memory attached to that. So,
Exactly.
actually, that's the thing that really makes you, parang yung music, yung anchor mo doon sa memories mo na yun. Nakakatuwa talaga yun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But anyway, so that was yeah, I just wanted to bring that in yung nga yung mga shows na ginagawa mo and so that yung mga listeners natin, I mean, alam nila because I mean, you bring like I was listening to your Sunday Rehab and ano, okay nga. cool. It
Oh,
was cool last night.
thank you. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
thank
was
you.
ayos yun. And I believe you sometimes you throw in questions para yun like or requests or yung mga kasi alam ko sa participate si Des eh. Dun sa mga
Yeah, exactly. That's a taken part of that. Parang I have a portion there where they can send in a playlist of about 5 songs, and wala lang. I just play it as part of their playlist na parang uh, stuff they want to share with others in that community. Basically, yung parang you're building a community of music lovers, basically.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Tama. Well, it's good. Anyway, so that's Mon's thing right now. He's got 2 shows, so you should go check it out. But yung Sunday Rehab, actually, yun nga, yung pinakinggan ko kahapon, hindi pang karaniwan yung mga music nga. So, but it did, yun nga, it did parang give me, okay pala to Yung ganun, di ba? Hindi
Thank
lang,
you.
not sticking to like one genre lang yung ako, di ba, may mga playlist ako. So, okay, that was great. Anyway, one big reason rin why I wanted like vets like Mon na mag-guest dito was because there was a time talaga ang saya and during the time of disco dati, I think it was different from today. Not that it was probably better, but parang ano lang, basta it was part of growing up. And kaya nung I was so interested to know how yung progression niya into getting into the yung how you got into the thing, and even jumping to different discos of pretty much same caliber, 'di ba? Yung hindi yung parang sige, so good lang. So like how did you get into music anyway, like playing music?
Oh,
Did you start with a mobile just like with a lot of other guys, or parang you know I think like katulad ni Boyet Season, he got into Euphoria because he knew some of the DJs, ganyan ba?
yeah. Well, I growing up, I always loved music. My dad was an avid record collector.
Ah,
He loved jazz, so yun yung basics ko. And then in the 70s, the late 70s, I had this uncle and aunt na laging umuwi ng Pilipinas, and usok-uso yung disco, so they had that look, yung malapad yung kwelyo and bell-bottom pants. And they play the records and magsiswing sila dun sa living room namin. So
oh,
parang
yeah,
sabi
yeah,
nun,
yeah. Oh, I
wow,
could.
what is this? Di ba?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
And then yung plaka minsan iniiwanan na nila, and then I'd listen, and the first time I heard a record na walang gap, yung walang 2-second gap,
Mm.
yung dikit-dikit yung
Yeah,
kanta.
kanta,
Sabi
no?
nun, this is how I want my albums to be. Yung parang ayoko nag-aantay ng 2 seconds just for the next song. So parang
Yeah, yeah.
there's gotta be something in there. Tapos I looked into it. That's what DJs do. They keep it going. And then parang it just went from there. Yung tipong naturally, pinag-aralan ko, and I'm lucky enough na things kind of fell into place.
Mm-hmm.
I had a cousin na he went to Manila to study, si Eugene. And he loved music. Pupunta pa kami ng Green Hills para bumili ng mga mixtape.
Mm.
So, sa DS. And then, a very, very young Sonny Togade back then, he
Uh-huh.
had this stall sa Shopsville. And wala lang magpapa-record kami ng tape, and we'd sit there, ako manunood, and ganyan pala yun. So, you learn by seeing, and
Yeah.
parang
So, they did the mixtapes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yan.
Wow.
So, ganon. And then I had my dad had a turntable na may pitch control, a very old dual turntable. And then yun, cassette and turntable, yung parang
Yeah.
pinag-aaralan ko, paano ba to?
Yeah.
Wala pang mixer nun. So,
Yeah.
siniswitch mo lang yung receiver, di ba?
Exactly. Oo, no?
Something like that. So, yan. Tapos, I met some guys, mga kababata ko dun sa village namin. And very young Ferdy Valdez. Yan.
Mm-hmm.
We met. That guy's legend, as you all know. And yun, we learned together, we stuck together, pinagtripan namin mobile na yung patsi-patsing gamit,
Oo.
yung amp
Hindi mo
ng
nga alam
airpods
paano mo
mo.
ipagpapaalam na kukunin mo yung stereo ng bahay,
Kukunin
'di
ko
ba?
na lang. Just grab it.
Oo, 'di ba?
So, yan, speaker ni Ferdy, and yung amp namin, yung turntable ko, and then there you go, mobile on the
Eh,
weekends, and yeah,
exactly. Just gano'n natin ginawa.
exactly. That's
Yung
that's
parang
how you get
ay
started.
naku.
So,
Kaya nga
and
yung magagandang stereo ng bahay dati biglang bugbog na later on and your
wala
father
na.
was wondering how did that happen?
What the hell happened here? Daming gas-gas.
Oo, 'di ba?
Minsan hindi na tumutugtog yung Twitter.
Yeah. Bakit naman nagpa-repair ng Twitter dati?
Tapos, eventually, si Ferdy ano yan, he makes friends fast, eh. Maya-maya yung, "Mon, sama ka sa'kin." Yung tipong, and then we'd end up din sa ano, well, beer house. Sabi ko, "Papa, anong ginagawa natin dito?" Hindi, tutugtog tayo." Sabi ko, "Oh, okay, then we can play." And
Yeah,
that's
okay.
where we got started. So, yung parang very fast yung progression namin from mobiles, and then we started,
Yeah,
beer
pero
house, and
what was the
girly
gear
baka.
then I mean, like, just sa beer house, was it better or just the same, pretty much the same
No,
na
no, no, no. They
cassette?
they had they had decent gear. One of the first ones I remember was a Yamaha na may pitch control pero sa ilalim.
Okay, okay.
Have you come across anything like that?
No,
Parang,
no, sa ilalim?
oh, plastic siya pero yung pitch control niya was a thing na dinudukot mo sa ilalim.
Parang I remember like Alenco had something like that, but
O
anyway.
Alenco, nasa taas yung Lenco, eh, 'di ba? Parang straight 16 RPM all the
Ay,
way up to 78, 'di ba?
ay, parang cambio yun, 'di ba? Oo.
Yeah, parang
Okay.
cambio,
Oh,
and
so the
then,
beer house had better gear pa?
the beer house had definitely better gear than what I had at home, basically, and, no, Christine, it's not Cebu Beer House. Christine
Yeah, you
Sobrano.
should look at some of the comments baka may
Oh
mga
my God,
bumbubuo
yeah,
sa'yo diyan.
there's Joy. Oh, there's the Reese man. Oh man, that guy is someone I met online. Funny guy. Oh my God, guys, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you.
Uh,
Yeah.
Let me
Oh,
see.
mahaba na pala yung
Curly
ano natin.
Elaine. Oh, there's Dindel. I also met that guy online. That's a good DJ right there. Who else? I
Hey,
see
Wena
Michelle.
Donato, how are you?
Oh, si Don. Hey, Don. Ayan, mga ka-contemporary ko yan.
Okay,
Ayan, tapos,
pasensya na
who
kayo.
else
Ano,
is
wala
there?
lang 'to. This is just one big kwentuhan. Tayo lang dito, eh.
There you go. Ang dami.
Ang
Chris
dami
Marco is
niyan,
there.
pare.
I see, let's see, Yvonne. Hey, Yvonne.
Oh,
Oh
sabi
my
ni
goodness.
Reese, joke naman daw diyan, Mon.
Sayang, Reese. I told the original knock-knock joke. I don't think it's appropriate on this channel.
Ano, yeah,
I
getting
see
back dun sa
Michelle.
ano, so with that was your like kinda your yeah, dun ka na-expose sa like playing in front of people dun na sa
Yeah,
beer
yeah,
house.
yeah. Hindi, pero honestly, I grew up really shy. And yung pagdi-DJ, goodness, I couldn't start playing kasi nanginginig yung kamay ko, eh. Yung gano'n
I
ba,
know
yung
what you're saying.
stage
Yeah,
fright.
yeah. Oo,
One of the
oo.
guys dun sa mobile namin, si John Rivera, was the one who really introduced me to beer. Tipong,
Uh-huh.
"Mon, inumin mo 'to straight." So, ininom ko, and then the shakes went away, and that's how I got started drinking beer. So,
And for those who don't know, yung problema sa nanginginig ka, you have to drop the ano, eh, the needle
ayun,
dun sa
the
tamang
needle.
'pag
Oh
hindi mo
my
wala, you can't
God,
even
man.
start to mix, 'di ba? Parang, yeah,
Oh,
I
grabe
know.
stage fright ko nun, eh.
So yung ano, and these were like, neighborhood beer house or whatever. Pero that was a
Just,
good training ground na rin, no, for like
parang
playing on
basically you got paid to practice, basically.
and
And
the
ano,
show.
like, people at the
and,
beer house just didn't
and the
care. I
show.
mean, just as
Di ba?
long as may music, and you had a free show yourself.
Yeah. And then probably what was the break? I mean, what was the break where parang
Oh, what I
professional
consider what I consider to be my break was King Kong.
King
It
Kong?
was this. Oh, King Kong. This was a small bar at the corner of Hemadi and Aurora Boulevard, right in front of St. Paul's.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
this was co-owned by Marilu Diaz-Abaya and si Ying Santander. You know that Santander building there?
Uh-huh.
Yun yun.
Okay.
And
Martin Diaz-Abaya is the director,
the
di ba? Oo.
director na tipong it was just a really small place na tipong nothing more than 60 people ang kasya sa loob. Pero yung of course, Marilu Diaz-Abaya owns the place, so puro artista yung crowd namin.
Mm.
And it was a really nice crowd. Liit lang. The sound system wasn't that impressive, pero pucha, SL1200 na yung turntable namin, and you know, you got the
During that
exposure.
time pa, ano na yun,
Yeah,
di ba? Parang,
yeah. This was
oo.
mid 80s yan. So parang bago pa siya, and you know,
Oo, no?
yeah,
So, King
it was
Kong, I
my
should
first taste of a
try
nice
that.
crowd, and you know,
Uh-huh.
wala nakahubad. So
Nakakauwi ka ng tama, di ba? Mga ganun. Tapos then after that, I mean, like, okay yun. I mean, good exposure, maybe networking.
yeah,
Nung
you
panahon
get
na yun, ganun na ba? Networking, ganun.
well, you get noticed at least, at the very, very least. Yung tipong, yung uuwi yung iba siguro doon na, oh, nakatambay kami sa King Kong last night, and, you know, this guy was playing, and, you know, parang ganun ba? You get the word out about yourself. And after King Kong, when it closed down, syempre, hanap ka ng trabaho, I ended up in Lighthouse.
A lighthouse.
Oh, yun ang first exposure ko to a really, really good sound system.
Yeah,
Yung,
I only heard of it kasi doon kami sa scout area nun eh. Tama ba? Like Sherwin
yeah.
Vegas. Matindi. I mean, alam mo.
They had 6 na L36, man. Pare, nararamdaman mo sa damit mo yung bass.
Okay.
It was really booming. Yeah, man. Then they had a DM1 mixer na Sherwin Vega. Super duper nice mixer.
Oh. Pero correct me if I'm wrong, the lighthouse. So it was a club. Club siya, di ba?
According to Boyet Season, it started out as a disco.
Oh, okay.
Tapos nung
Disco, yeah.
bandang early 80s, they put up girls. It's a girly show. So,
okay.
Okay lang. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I think yun yung reputation na alam ko.
Yeah.
Again, reputation. I only heard. I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
It still was fun. I mean, you know, like the part of that experience ba.
Yeah. And this was anong year to? Parang nagsa-start na yung was it like the disco scene? Was it starting during this time or?
At that time it was ongoing na. There was this parang sort of migration happening.
Mm-hmm.
The clubs along Ross Boulevard, they were kind of tapering off. Tapos the clubs in Makati were just getting started. Zigzag was on at that time. And Rumors was about to be open. Oh, Rumors was open already.
Okay.
Tapos, yun nga, after Lighthouse, they put up, Jealousy.
Yeah, in QC.
In Quezon City. Yeah. Tapos, yun nga, I got in through Ferdy again. Yeah, Ferdy Valdez, he was part of Rumors DJ team. Tapos sabi niya, for Rumors, let's get Mon. So that's how I ended up in Jealousy. Yeah.
And like Jealousy was the same owners as Rumors. Tama?
Partly yes.
Partly,
parang
yes.
alam ko may parang partnership yan eh. So they had a group of investors, and then parang si Oji Salonga was parang not the DJ service, but the sound system and everything, plus a little more probably. I'm not so sure about yung details ng arrangement nila, but that was it.
Do you think that the name actually came from because of the Timex Social Club? Diba? Jealousy and Rumors, diba?
Si Oji Salonga was parang he was what's the term, parang he believes in lucky charms. So parang he got, yung swerte ng Rumors, and then sabi niya, sige, pagpatuloy natin.
Pagpatuloy, yeah, okay, I
Yeah,
gotcha.
pagpatuloy natin, and that's how I heard they got the name Jealousy.
Uh-huh.
And then from Jealousy, Subway opened. And alam mo Subway originally was supposed to be named Suburbia after the
Interesting.
after the Pet Shop Boys
Pet Shop
album.
Boys.
There you
Uh-huh.
go. There you go.
Uh-huh.
So parang they had a partnership with OG then, si Dong and Ed. And parang one night according to OG, he took Ed to Jealousy and I was playing. Tapos sabi niya, Ed, you know, parang tinutour niya lang and Ed parang commented, I like this DJ. So that's how I ended up sa Subway.
Oh, but it was like a good nag-usap sila and hey, could Mon play
Yeah,
in
because
Subway and
yeah, because
walang
yeah, no, because syempre OG was parang ganun din ang arrangement niya with EDC. So kanya yung sound system and DJs to start. So yeah, that
uh
was part of it ata eh. So
oh
I
god.
was
Oh,
there.
so you went back and forth or like days
No,
here,
no,
days there?
I straight up sa Subway. Parang resident talaga ako ng Subway when it
Oh.
got started. So I was there for opening night and
Oh, you opened it. Okay.
yeah,
Solid.
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And was there like did you like, 'di ba, syempre from QC Manila, I mean, was there a difference in crowd or actually hindi, no? Kasi parang yung music dati pretty much, di ba, isa lang naman yung I mean, alam mo yun, the selections before were not so
Oh,
huge
that's
na.
where my real story is.
Oh, go.
Oh, I was never exactly happy sounding like, like everyone.
Uh-huh.
So, parang I was always looking out for something else. And
Mhm.
ganun nga, dahil dun sa mga records ng uncle ko, yung, my exposure to I always gravitated towards electronic music ba, yung heavily electronic.
Uh-huh.
And at that time, I didn't even know it was called house. Pero that's where I was moving towards. Oh, wait. It's my friend Christine's birthday. Hey, Christine, happy
Hey,
birthday.
happy birthday. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us, Christine. Good morning.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's, yun
But
nga,
what were the hits during that time when you went from Jealousy to Subway? Just to put
Subway.
a pin
Uh,
on the music at that time. Ano ba yung-
so we had, at that time, let's see.
Could you imagine
Uh,
could you remember the alam mo yun, yung parang pinaka pambato mo nung gabing yun, yung opening night?
here. Who Found Who by Jelly Bean.
Ah.
Kasi ganito,
Ganun.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
the beauty of Subway was ang daming pumupuntang flight attendants. And these
Uh-huh.
are yung gay flight attendants. And
Uh-huh.
the best part there is they go clubbing pag lilipad silang New York, they go clubbing there. And
Uh-huh.
then typical of that day, yung tipong the next day they end up sa record store and try
Oh,
and find
the hits
stuff
or
that was
whatever
playing
nagustuhan
last
nila.
night. Yeah,
Oo.
yung nagustuhan nila. They take it to Subway and give it to us. Pero hindi nila binibenta yung tipong, eto, just play this and then whatever it's worth, I'll just sign for it dun sa drinks ko for me and my friends.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So that was the deal. So we got really exclusive stuff.
So that's how you got
only-
your, records like yung hot
Exactly.
in New York or what, LA na.
Exactly.
Ayos
And yung parang tipong nagkataon, yun yung hinahanap ko, yung parang heavily electronic and really, it had a totally different feel. Nobody else had it. So, you play it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we got stuff there na, Only Way Is Up ng Yaz.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. French
Wow.
Kiss. Yung mga ganun. That song, I remember the first time I played it. Hindi ko pa napapakinggan, pero I played it dahil maganda yung intro. I
Yeah.
didn't know na tipong pagbagsak pala nun, there was a lot of moaning going on. The crowd was like yung,
What?
being the Malate crowd,
Uh,
it didn't take take long for them to catch on. Yung
Ayan.
tipong, halfway through that moaning, everyone was,
Alright.
that was too crazy. Pero ang saya, saya dun.
Yeah, the melodic
There you
crowd
go.
was always iba yun.
Oo, iba pa rin
Iba
ang
melodic crowd yun.
appreciation ng Malate crowd, really,
Oo.
right? So, like
Oo.
look at that. Look at the comments now. Ayan, those guys. The first time I played French Kiss on one of the shows that I was in online,
Uh-huh.
they just went nuts, and that's something they remember me by now. So, Little Louis, that's right, June. Little Louis and
Oh,
everyone knows what it is. So,
June
hi Jen.
Torrente mentions, Jack to the Sound of the Underground.
Yan. That's one
Acid
of the stuff
House
we
ng
play there.
time na yun. Yeah.
Acid House. Yan, si John, he remembers Inner City. That's, yun ang
Yep.
mga tinutugtog
Inner
namin
City.
doon. Yan.
Oh,
Yeah.
di ba?
That's right. So,
solid. Ganda ng mga comments.
okay, di ba? They know what it is. You know?
Oo, di ba?
Yan. Tapos, ayan, si Dondon Renato. You know, so.
Dondon. Hello, Dondon. This is Dondon. Hey, Dondon. How are you?
Yan, si Dondon, he knows the Malate crowd really well.
Definitely.
Right?
Like a back of his hand. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's something I always enjoy playing for the Malate crowd. It's iba appreciation nila ng music doon.
And then this was the early days of, like startup ng yun nga, yung mga Inner City and yung house na yun.
Yeah.
So, sobrang maraming genre na kasi sub-genres ng house, hindi ko na alam kung ano pa i-define it. But anyway, the first house music, di ba? Parang ang saya nung time na yun. Sunod-sunod na lang yun. At saka dali magpasok ng kanta nun.
Ayan, andyan si Arnel Valdez. Hey boy! Si Ferdy Valdez. Yan nagkasabayang ko. I learned together with that guy, and he got me into so many spots. Boy, thank you.
So after Subway, how long was that stint sa Subway?
Subway was about 2.5 years. So parang 87, late 87 to 1990. Yan. Tapos at that time, Faces was moving to a different location.
This was from yung kanto ng Makati Avenue, yung San Lorenzo Village.
That's right.
Corner.
Yeah.
Tapos lipat, dun sa
taas ng Schwarzwalder.
Yeah, the former place of Metro.
Metro, that's right. Formerly Metro. And then parang they just built their own DJ team. So parang Dicky Tan. Came one time and sabi niya, Mon, you wanna join us dun sa bagong Faces location? At that time, syempre, Makati yung dream, di ba? To be a DJ in Makati. Diba? Sabi ko, hell yeah, let's go. And I found myself in a parang all-star team of sorts. Parang there was Dicky Tan and there was John Tupas. Doon ko na-meet si John Tupas. Sumama pa ako nung so there was this group from Faces. Pumunta kami ng Pampanga just to talk to John. Tapos I met John. Yan. Tapos tinirate din namin si Boy at Almasan sa sa Euphoria.
Talagang you were building the team na talagang the best of the best, parang something like that.
Unfortunately, parang it was overdone. There was 8 of us eventually. Ang dami naming DJ.
Yes. Teka lang, paano slots natin? Teka lang. Lalabas pala, mas maliit yung sweldo natin.
Exactly. Ang dami naming DJ, sobra. Yung tipong 8 kami and parang ang hirap tumugtog na yung scheduling alone So parang
how did you work that out nga pala? Yung skeds nyo, yung slots nyo. 2 hours each or
no, hindi not even 2 hours each kasi the problem is we had the side A band too.
Ito na yung parang, di ba yung discots, nagkaka-bands na rin. Hindi yung parang pure all the way. Okay. Kasi parang ano yun eh, parang there was a time na yung band scene rin parang umaakyat eh. Tas
Yeah,
you
yeah,
wanted that crowd as well, di ba?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so
yeah.
baka nabawasan pa yung oras.
Nabawasan pa yung oras and it came to a point na tipong, kung itong mga araw na 'to, 2 DJ lang makakatugtog kasi, and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, pretty soon talaga everyone was just struggling for time and, hirap na hirap ba lahat. Eventually, I mean, hindi nagtagal, parang they had to restructure it kasi
Uh-huh.
parang 8 DJs was just way too much and siyempre, they had to go over the whole lineup and parang, pero the best part of that thing, although it might seem sad, the best part was Bobong called me. Sabi
Uh-huh.
niya, Mon, uh, I know the situation and just wait there. The day that they broke the news to us.
Uh-huh.
Sabi niya, just wait there. Sabi ko, okay, thank you. So, edi, parang baliwala sa akin yung hindi ko na inisip, parang gano'n. And then I
Yeah.
went out and went drinking with some friends sa Peps.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Kutya after
Yeah.
about an hour or 2 hours, pumunta si Bobong sa Peps.
Oh,
And he said,
wow.
Mon, go to Euphoria tomorrow night, talk to Louis Ismael. Sabi ko, wow. I mean, I got you at least, an interview there with Louis,
Yeah.
he's a DJ. Sabi ko, okay, sure.
Uh-uh.
True enough, the next night, I went to Louis and sabi ko, Sir Louis, Bobong told me to come see you.
Oh.
Sabi niya, oh, sige, I need a DJ. And, you wanna play, kumbaga, I'll give you a go, parang ganun.
Ano pa, parang NBA draft
Exactly!
Tinakad doon, no? Tinakad.
That was the most interesting thing.
Yeah.
Sabi
That
ko,
was classy.
wow.
I mean,
That
like,
was super classy of
you could,
Bobong.
you could just like, yeah, okay, here go. But, hindi, hinanapan ka pa ng bagong bahay, di ba? I mean,
Ang bait nga
a
eh.
new home.
Sobrang bait.
Yeah. Oo, wow.
Parang, in the end, parang sinabi niya, parang, I like you because you believe in yourself. Parang ganun. Yung sabi ko, oh, Bobong, thank you. Thank you
That's
so
quite
much.
a story.
Yeah,
Hindi,
exactly.
pinuntahan ka sa Peps. Yun yung,
Oo,
parang,
hinanap niya ako.
doon na.
And when I was
Yun yung
there, when
parang,
he got there, lasing na ako.
wow, okay. So, and that's how you got, yung
Yeah,
sa Euphoria.
yeah. That's how I
Ah,
got there. So,
okay. Well, that answers one of my questions.
there
Yung
you go.
paano yung migration na yun di ba?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Euphoria na. Okay. But then again, I mean, at this time, what was the picture? Faces was in Makati Ave. Euphoria was
Yeah,
in Intercon.
Intercon. And
Any other discos noong time na yun?
of course, there was Mars.
Oh,
Di
teka
ba?
lang.
So,
Mars,
Faces left.
teka lang.
It became Mars, di ba?
Mars took over where Faces was.
Yeah, exactly. Yung dun sa corner ng
The corner. Yeah.
San
Okay.
Lorenzo. Yeah.
Oo.
So there was Mars and they had their own crowd there, different vibe, and it was nice between the three of them, yung Faces, Euphoria, and
Yeah.
yung tao paikot-ikot
Yeah, I could
lang
imagine
doon.
people just walking. Like walking, boom.
Yeah. Especially Mars and Mars and Faces, it was just a straight
isang
walk.
lang yun, di ba?
Yeah.
Okay, solid. Okay, then
Yeah.
how was your your stint in Euphoria?
Oh, Euphoria was more than I expected or dreamt of. That's why I lasted about 10 years there. I mean, it didn't take long. Parang si Louis had had trust in me eventually, and parang I took care of more or less, cutting out a path that I wanted to go into music-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So, yun, pag ako yung nag-audition ng records and, this is what ito yung bibili natin, we'll be pushing this and stuff like that. It was a little coordinated between us DJs. There's si Sunny Ancheta, there's Joel Adriano, and yeah, parang not naman na contrived, pero parang more or less may direction yung music namin. And
Okay.
you know, like it was nice to have that kind of crowd, and you're playing for that crowd. Yung parang
So at
yeah,
this point, you're saying parang at this point you were trying to like ito yung identity natin, ito yung music natin.
something like
People
that.
will
Yeah.
go here because of this. Ganun.
Yeah. I
Ah.
mean, obviously at that time, personality driven ng clubs, so they went there for, you know, who was there. Like, you know, they had a really nice crowd there, si Louis Ismael and this crowd, and you know, yung mga artista, the A-list crowd, yung parang ganun ba. Yung sa akin, my contribution is, syempre, ganito na rin yung crowd, yung let's not sound like anybody else, let's sound like ourselves. So, yeah.
And lalo na dati, ang hirap pa mag-source ng records dati, no? So I could imagine the challenge was there pa. Unahan ko sino yung...
Well, yeah, it's also like Subway, pero this time, it's not the FA. Si Louis mismo was flying out abroad, and siya yung namimili. Parang ganun yung tipong... Sometimes hindi ko naintindihan, pero the nice thing is he'd go to Europe naman. Most of the suppliers were bringing in stuff from the US.
US, yeah.
So, okay yun. May US side and then may European side din. So,
yeah.
So, parang balance yung music namin. Parang gano'n.
The thing about the thing I remember about Euphoria, yung bang ano, yung DJ's booth, because like in Faces and in Rumors, yung ba yung like guys that like to hang around, they'll hang around the booth, so near the DJ, di ba? So parang may interaction doon, di ba? But in Euphoria, you had your DJ booth up there, may sarili kayo hagdan nga, di ba, going up. So parang was it like, did it like kind of put you, you know, like far from the may disconnect ba or hindi naman?
Yeah, in a way disconnected, which is like a disadvantage in a lot of ways, pero in some ways good din, kasi you know, you just got you had parang a freedom na tipong walang mayat maya may kumakalabit, play this, play that, play this, hindi ba? Yung tipong nagagawan mo talaga ng you get to focus on the crowd, and you know, yung gusto mong direction for the music. So there you go, yan.
No. But nakaka-bother ba yun? Minsan talaga, like, pare, ito naman.
In some ways, kasi syempre, pag VIP ng club, they spend a ton of money there, and syempre, kailangan pagbigyan mo pa minsan-minsan, di ba?
Okay.
So it helped na nandun ka sa taas, and yeah, it's one of the pluses there. Pero, of course, iba yung nararamdaman mo yung crowd, di ba?
Yeah.
Although, I mean,
at some point, at some angle nga, hindi mo na nakikita yung, di ba, yung DJ, yung DJ, hindi mo makikita, ikaw rin, hindi mo makikita yung sa baba, Pero remember one time, Boyet was playing, and he was, he played a Vernie Varga song, because Vernie Varga was there. Tapos, he was like peeking over the DJ's booth para lang anuhin si
para makita si Vernie Varga.
Di ba? Parang I played your song. Di ba? Parang okay. So kasi nga yun talagang angulo hindi mo kayo, I think you only see like half of the dance floor na lang or something like that. Kasi medyo mataas lang kayo.
Yeah. Okay. Ayan, si Don Renato, paborito niya yung booth namin doon sa taas. Tanungin mo si Don kung bakit.
Mga musta muna tayo, pare. Gerard Protasio, how are you? There.
Si Reese daw, stars on 45. Yan, si Gerard Protasio, jukebox syndrome. There you go. That basically sums it up.
Ikaw, Mon, mga musta ka dyan?
Of course. There's a lot of friends here. Oh my goodness. My sister is there, si Jen. Of course, my love, si Joy is there. Si Nella, that's our good friend from Virginia. Of course, yun, John Tupas, he's very familiar with club history too. Yan, si John.
Hey, Dennis Castro from the Middle East, di ba? Dennis, saan ba? Sa Qatar? Or whatever. Miss Ameline Villacorta, how are you?
June Watts is there. June Watts Torrente. Yeah. Si John was playing sa sa guest at that time when we kind of pirated him.
So
Yes,
like,
Jet is there. Hi, Jet. Hi, Jerty.
okay, yeah. Well, pare, we've got a nice crowd here. Kulang na lang tumugtog
Oh.
ka, pare, tas ayos na tayo.
Oh, no playing
Buong,
today. Oh,
buong gabi
there.
nito.
That's someone I grew up in the village with too, si Joseph Felizardo. Yeah, that's a very cool guy. Yan. So,
Ayos na.
hey,
Wow.
Kokoy Puyat is joining us.
Hey, Koy!
Yan. And Roy De
Kamusta?
Vierte too. Yan. From Canada yan, si Roy. From Ontario, Canada. Yan.
Yun. O, kinilig daw si Joy.
And then there's my tokayo, si Ramon Santiago, a friend from LA. Kabatch ko rin San Beda yan. So, yan. One of the regulars din sa mga Twitch shows. Yan.
Yeah, you've got quite a family. Dun sa
Oh,
Twitch
yeah,
mo,
yeah.
pare.
That's a nice
Congratulations to you.
warm
That's
family there. Yeah.
Yeah, galing ano. Wow. And Dennis, Abu Dhabi. Thank you for mentioning. Yeah. Kamusta dyan, Dennis? Kailan ka ba uwi? So, like with Wherelse, di ba? Wherelse, ano nga ba yun?
Euphoria, and then where else?
Euphoria became Wherelse.
Yeah.
While you were there. While you were there.
Yeah. While I was there.
Was it a change in management or ownership or what? I mean.
Yeah. At the turn of the century, parang Louis just decided to sell it to Mark Jimenez.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how we. And then they decided to just bring back Wherelse.
Most likely, si Mark Jimenez was a regular of Wherelse.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, memories of the 70s, I guess.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So yan, naging Wherelse siya ulit, and it went on for about 2.5 years. Yan, and not that it had the same crowd. By this time, there was a bit of a turnover. Na the crowds were so much younger. The music was so different, and you have to just keep up because new names were popping up already. Like there were newcomers like sina J Tugas. There was Tony Pavia, yung mga new radio DJs,
like new DJs having
new
fresh
DJs,
new
Martin Pulgar, new faces, new names. Who else? Ace Ramos, and they were coming up, and
again, this was like 2000
now, and the scene was very, very different. Faces was long gone, and there was 78 Orange already, a real, I'd say,
okay,
that's a very different club experience. And then Mars already was gone too, and come to think of it, yun na lang ang dalawang clubs in Makati at that time, and other than those two clubs, it was just dance bars.
Yeah, and I probably think they were like just before 2000, dyan na yung nag-uumpisa yung bars became dance bars. So parang,
that's right.
There was this shift in mga actually mga mas bata ngayon, yun, kung hindi sila pwede sa disco, dun sila sa dance bars. Na and probably that was the na rin, you've got Tomas Morato being what it is, and yung Malate also na buhay, di ba, and ganun. Siguro nga mas na diffuse yung market, di ba, parang
there was all sorts of competition going on, like there was the dance bars, there was the clubs that were struggling, and the crowd went to bands also. So parang talagang diluted na talaga, and pero maganda yun. There was a lot of options, and Hey, Reese is asking Mario, do you know Chris Uwal?
Yeah, kaibigan ng brother. Well, I mean, mobile sila, mobile kami, Marikina. Yeah. I think Chris is in the States, right? Tama. Yeah, Chris is in the States.
Tapos sabi ni Chris, Pegasus daw, tsaka Air Force One. Hindi ko alam yan, Riz. Nakikwento lang sa akin yan. So,
Yeah. Anyway, Chris, pero kumbaga, Chris was more barkada ng brother ko. Yan, ako mas bata eh. Oh, okay. Wow, interesting. But
ayan.
I bilang na-realize ko, Wherelse was and Euphoria was part of the hotel,
Yeah.
whereas the others were standalone clubs, diba? Was there a I don't know, may difference ba doon, or just because may sarili kayo entrance didn't really matter na particular na intercon?
Yeah. Parang we barely felt being part of a hotel. Of course, parang ano yan parang carry over yan from the 70s and 80s where all the clubs were at
Yeah, part of
hotels.
the hotel.
Parang
Yeah.
there was a prestige there.
Like the
And
Ross Boulevard time na lahat ng penthouses were like clubs, diba?
exactly.
Oo.
That view, and then yung going through a hotel lobby just to get to the club. Parang there's a
Yeah.
certain feel to it ba?
Oh, nga
And
naman.
I guess in some ways it did help na Euphoria was at the Intercon, pero kind of parang as you said, may sarili kaming entrance, so in a way parang it felt like our own din naman, parang ganun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alam mo, yung then, sorry, mabalik lang ako kasi I can't, may bagay lang talaga na hindi mahiwalay sa faces. Whenever yun nga, mabalik lang tayo na faces. Kasi every time mabanggit the faces, two things come to mind, lagi, growing up. So you've got Half Century Mix, di ba, na theme niya,
Yeah.
and Dali Duran. So,
Oh my goodness.
tinanong ko rin kay Boy ito, like, Dali Duran was part of the, like, yung the marketing, ganyan, he
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
parang siya, part na siya nung synonymous to,
Yeah.
Pero I remember the ad running in sa TV, di ba? And that was more of the faces dun sa kanto ng But
Yeah, the
present pa
original.
ba siya dito sa nung lumipat na yung faces, pangalawang
Yeah.
faces? Ando pa
Yeah,
rin.
I met Dolly Duran there sa second phases na, and yeah, up until now that song is just plain hand in hand with parang synonymous with faces. And
Yeah.
actually last night I was at a stream of a friend, si Mike Tupa's brother ni John.
Mhm.
I was on his stream and he basically, hey, I'm gonna bring faces to you, and then he plays Half Century Mix, and
And
sure
that's it.
enough, everyone was whoa, okay,
Di ba,
sir.
parang yun na yun the period. I mean, like, yeah, okay.
That's what it
It
is.
says just play that song and that's it. Alam mo yun, parang, di ba, yung kasama sa
Oh, some more
definition.
friends there. Oh, si Yvonne is there. Hey, Jerty. Who else? Yan, si John. Oh. So sorry. Yan, si Arnel. Noel Javier. Goodness. Oh, gising na siya. Hey, Noel. Good morning. Ayan. So, yeah. I guess hindi yung mahihiwalayan dahil there was the power of TV ads behind it too, di ba?
Being Bobong Velas being ano ba to? Vintage.
Yung sa basketball, vintage. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So pero yung but then again, interesting. I'm interested to know, like, kunyari, you were clubs and you had DJs, but all of you were cool naman with each other, no? Walang,
Oh yeah.
I mean,
The nice thing there is you do everyone knows na you're in competition with each other, you're vying for the same crowd. Pero after the clubs closed, kami pa rin magkakasama eh. We'd have breakfast there sa Bacolod Chicken House dun sa may Food Plaza on Makati Ave.
yes.
Yeah. Or even before that, pagkatapos ng set ko minsan sa Euphoria, I'd go straight to Equinox. Ayan, and then I'd hang out with the guys there, and minsan I'd end up in Mars and hang out with sina Elmer, and everyone was we're barkada, magkakaibigan.
Rin, diba?
Si
So
George,
these are the same guys that will vouch for you if you do transfer, somehow.
yeah.
The next one, diba?
Yung syempre competition, so you try to keep connected with those guys and see what they're doing para you know what to do yourself parang ganun ba.
Mm.
So parang ganun, and you know, you watch them closely na tipong you end up being familiar with them and your friends, and you know, you end up drinking together. Ayan, si Ferdy, he remembers yung food plaza sa Timog, and that's where the Quezon City DJs got
Yeah,
together.
sa
Yan.
Timog, di ba?
Yeah, sa Timog. And then,
Jokwan.
ayan, Bobby Magis, ang mga memories ni Jonjo, no? And then, yan, si Bernard De Castro, one of the DJs I met sa Pampanga nun, sa Angeles. And we used to hang out together with si Kiko, and ayan, kabarkada rin ni Jonjo yan. Kiko Man. Exactly. Yeah, that guy.
So,
even beyond Manila, ayan, may mga kabarkada.
Oh nga, that now like in Pampanga, di ba, there was a Odium.
Yeah, Odium. Incidentally, I was there for the opening of Podium. Odium. They invited yung Subway crew. So Edsy, Dong, I think, me, who else was there? There was another DJ that we played for opening night ng Odium.
Diba there was another club, disco club in Angeles na ano rin, parang si John yata was part of that eh. John, ano pa ba yung isang ano? Ano ba isang club dun sa ano? Kinakausap si John eh, no?
Si Don Renato remembers Kowloon, yung sa ano sa Makati Ave.
Ayun, Makati Ave, Quezon City, may Kowloon, di ba?
Yeah.
Siopaw never fails dun. Di ba?
Yan, panalo lagi Siopaw.
Panalo lagi yan, hanggang ngayon.
Si Ferdy remembers Buy Disco in Cebu.
Yung ano, well, being in clubs, di ba? Going around, meeting lots of people, iba-ibang tao. What? Hanggang madaling araw, what's the craziest thing you saw in a club?
Oh my God.
Wholesome lang, pare.
Wholesome lang. There was a time, I'm not so sure if I should name names, but
we lost. Hey, Mon. Sorry, we lost Mon. Teka lang, I'll check something. Pero Mon should... Hi, guys. Anyway, thank you for being here. Yeah, and nagkaroon lang si Mon. Mon is just... Yeah, there you go. Here he is. Hey, Mon, welcome back.
I'm not so sure what happened there. But,
parang nawala. You just dropped out. But okay lang. Ayun, Guest Disco was the other disco in Pampanga. Nasubukan ko na
Guest Disco.
Yeah, the Guest Disco. Yeah.
So the craziest thing,
parang nahihirapan ka.
Can I name names?
Well, it's up to you, man.
Si Maurice Arcache, he'd go up the ledge and just drop his pants. What? Everyone is just plain stunned, man. This is like 2 o'clock in the morning, and everyone's drunk, and akit lang siya ng ledge sa Euphoria, drop his pants. Oh goodness, yung sa akin. That's
that
just
takes
about
the
one
cake. Okay.
Ano pala, nung nasa Jealousy ako, when I was in Jealousy, so tumutugtog akong ganun, and all of a sudden, yung punong-puno Saturday night, and punong-puno, out of the corner of my eye, may nakita akong babae na, she was walking fast with a bucket of ice.
Okay.
And then going to the side ng booth, pucha, pagdating niyo dun sa isang table, binuhusan niyo yung isang guy, nahuli, may kasamang babae. Oh my God, man. Wow.
Pang Viva, no?
Oh, exactly. Pang Viva drama.
Ice, ha? Ice yung binuhos, hindi tubig. Okay.
Ice. And that's, yun yung mga memories I got from clubs, and those are hilarious. I'm
sure. I mean, maraming pwede mangyari, di ba?
I mean, those are the funny ones. Of course, I've seen the stuff na we shouldn't really even be talking about, like
Yeah.
fights and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Kasi like, I mean, fights, they were just a part of it
Yeah,
dahil
part of it, yeah.
everyone's drunk and there's a
Just
lot
take
of
it out, 'di ba? Take it
a lot
outside,
of
'di ba, parang wag
machismo pero it got to a point na parang sanay ka na sa away na tipong pag may nagsuntukan at naaawat na gano'n, yung tao
uh,
di lahat stunned,
oo.
kinakabahan. Yung
Oh,
siyempre, you have to say something on the mic, so sasabihin mo na lang na, "Hey, that's part of your entertainment tonight, so let's keep going."
keep going, thanks. Intro na naman ng ano, ng
Intro ka
kanta.
na naman ng kanta, di ba? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I guess 'no, parang gano'n. Ano pa nga gagawin mo, 'di ba?
Oo, wala ka ng magagawa dun,
Sabagay,
eh.
'di ba, while everyone stand, yung mga DJs na lang talaga, it's up to you to bring
Yeah, yeah.
everything to, like
Yeah. And I really don't agree with, pag may nag-aaway, you have to kill the sound system.
uh-huh,
Yung,
uh-huh.
turn the lights on, yes. Pero yung just keep it going para hindi
You're right,
distracted lahat ng tao. Pag,
you're
pag
right. Baka
pinatay
sila
mo
rin
yung
maging
music,
conscious, 'di ba, parang, okey.
oh, pag pinatay mo yung music, everyone knows there's something wrong already and bad vibes na yan. Diba?
Tama, tama.
Yeah. And everyone's attention is going to be directed into, yung kaguluhan. Diba?
Tama, tama.
There you
Eh,
go.
yeah.
So, yeah, sidelight. Bonus entertainment daw, sabi ni Yvonne.
Sana lang, 'no. Pero yun nga, yung mga nagkakahulihan dun, 'no.
Ayan, sabi ni Chris Merto, Ice Bucket Challenge daw. Yun, ahead already
Yun,
your
oh,
time.
yun yung nauna.
Yun yung nauna talaga. Yun yung
Oo, wala
original na Ice Bucket Challenge.
sana 'no. Wala yung mga paano-ano diyan, yung, sa Facebook lang. The
That's
music
very...
was music, so, yung evolution of music, did you see it kinda mold, disco to certain directions, or even yung, like certain clubs, kung ito yung music nila and medyo naiba na yung uso, does it automatically, kill them unless may palit silang gawin? Or was everybody always interested in, like, kahit nag-shift na yung usong genre, pero there will always be a crowd that's after that kind of music? Alam mo yun? So,
Oh,
hindi kayo
nowadays.
mauubusan?
Nowadays, I see that nowadays. Pero, again, at that time, yung 90s, 80s, 90s, it was more personality driven yung clubs, eh. So
Okay, that's the thing.
basically the people went there for, bobong, or
See,
they went there for the
see and
Mars
be
crowd.
seen.
Yeah, see
Yan
and
na.
be seen. And
Oo.
it was a big thing if you ended up sa society column. And music wise, doon nag-start yung, people specializing in stuff like Mars definitely had their own sound. Euphoria
Mm.
had our own sound too. And everyone was just parang, you were getting music identities basically.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice term.
So
Yeah.
that's a nice thing. So uh nowadays, I know within BGC there's a complex there na, di ba? So many
Yeah,
venues.
iba-iba na, 'di ba? Yeah, just
And then iba-ibang tinutugtog nila para syempre nga naman hindi pare-pareho, different feel to different, outlets. Yeah, there you go.
mhm. I
Yeah.
remember, like, I mean, you did mention, personality driven
Yeah.
yung discos dati, 'di ba? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you've got
Yeah.
OG Salonga being, Rumors, Metro.
Yeah.
You had Bobong Velas, Faces, Louis Ismael, Euphoria,
Yeah.
Euphoria, yeah, right. Tapos, sila Dongsi, EDC dun sa Subway, ganun.
Yeah.
So parang, and this was the time where, ito nga, parang mga, disco kings yung mga to, di ba? Parang bang
Yeah.
they're,
Yeah.
yung
Yeah.
fixture
Yeah.
talaga sila, eh. Sila yung
Yeah.
pag-uusapan. So
Yeah.
there was a time also, nag-change na rin yun.
Yeah.
There was a time nag-change na yung ano na yun.
In some ways, I feel na it's still carried over, pero not as much weight anymore. Parang, the clubs they are prestigious because they're owned by this guy and that guy. Pero nowadays, the DJs have come onto their own ba? Yung parang they
Yes.
can bring in a crowd by themselves too. So it's a happier mix now.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
But then again, there's something nice that can be said about the setup back then, where yung parang the party was the crowd itself.
Mhm.
Yung you know what I mean? Like the DJ was part of it, the owners
Yes,
were part of it, but the whole thing was like it's one big whole ba?
I gotcha. Oo,
Yeah.
oo, oo.
So I'm not so sure if that makes sense, but yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I get
So
what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I get you. Tama ka. Pero kasi ngayon, parang not to say anything bad. I mean, ganun eh. It's progress. It's moving
oh yeah,
forward. Diba? Parang
it's the way
DJ,
it went.
ngayon, I see it now, it's like DJ, shall we say DJ-centric? Parang,
Oh yeah.
kasi yung ngayon tao ngayon looking at the DJ, di ba?
Oh
So, di ba, it's like, oh, okay, iba na eh. They become, celebrities,
yeah,
to be
yeah,
frank.
yeah,
Which is
yeah,
like, ang galing. Kaya nga, most DJs right now are freelance and they do move around
yeah,
and they
yeah,
do have their nights and
yeah.
di ba?
Mga residencies. And you can see it by the way they design clubs now. Yung parang it's a big stage, yung DJ yung front and
Yeah.
center, and
Oo, oo.
everyone's like watching a concert, and
Galing nga, di ba?
everyone's waiting for DJs to eat records or whatever. Di ba?
Kokoy Puyat points out a good a nice thing kasi nga 99 2000 sabi nga niya
Yeah,
parang
yeah. That is true.
DJs di ba parang suddenly DJs had their own material na and para
That's
bang ano na no yung para bang hindi ito yung mga bala ko sarili ko di ba there's like even that time na di ba everyone had their own versions or their own basta parang nga may sarili silang bala
that's a
nila
great
di ba?
point. That's a great point, Kokoy. I that's what I meant earlier when I said the new generation of DJs coming in. Parang may sarili silang sound, and yung they're not a parang kung kami mga old schoolers, parang ano kami, parang Swiss knife kami, we can play whatever. Sila, they specialized in a certain kind of sound. Like there was Nicky Horado playing hard house, and there was Anthony K. Rolfe, he was playing yung disco house, and may kanya-kanyang identities, may kanya-kanyang sound. Some people just specialized in parang trance, and it was nice dahil may music identities na yung DJs nun eh.
Mhm. Yun
Yeah.
nga, ang tama. Ay, buti nga na-mention ni Coco yun kasi
Yeah,
may
that's
mga
a very
natandaan
good
rin
point.
ako eh. Parang, oo nga, no, that was kinda one of those indicators. Parang, that was a big change. Na yung
Yeah,
DJs,
yeah,
may sarili na silang, sarili
yeah,
nilang
yeah,
music ang dala nila, di ba? And they
yeah.
would bring their music to the venue. Hindi yung
That's
dati yung
right.
venue, ito yung music na sa venue. Hindi, ito, I'll be there and that's gonna be my house or something like that. Di ba?
That's why you guested them. Parang
Yeah,
they
di
have their
ba?
own crowd, their own sound. Like Toti, Groove Nation had their
Yeah,
own thing going
yeah, yeah.
on. Like
Oo, di ba?
NDK had also their own sound. There was yun that's another thing
Ang
pala.
yeah, that point in time, ang
Yeah,
galing nun.
there
Yeah,
was
that was
so
the
much variety. That Big
oo.
Fish was there, and Carl T. They had Superfly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
uh-huh.
they're bringing in talents. They had their own crowd, their own sound, their own nights, and talagang galing ng mga options nun. I like that time in the clubs.
Oo nga, no.
Yeah.
Parang it's like parang yun nga, like we talking right now, it's like then suddenly I get this picture na nga no, parang it was like pabuhay siya eh. Alam mo,
Yeah,
it grew, it
yeah.
just
It
morphed into
exploded
something else.
basically.
Dati nga, di ba yung mga, yun nga, yung mga sila Totti and BK, di ba, parang, whereas dati discos lang, and I was talking about earlier, parang yung mga bars, naging dance bars. Hindi, they were filling up, like,
Big venues.
big venues, di ba? Suddenly,
Yeah.
ganun. And there was a
Yeah.
certain culture to it na, di ba, may sariling kultura rin eh. Basta, you see it in the people and why how they dressed and stuff like
there
that.
was a bit of a subversiveness to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yung
That's
very
right.
unconventional yung mga parties. I remember Big Fish doing a party at a bowling lane ata yun. And I remember an MDK party at a Malate spot, and
Uh-huh.
I know, Groove Nation had warehouse parties, yung talagang legit warehouse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
warehouse
yeah.
parties.
Where else? I played at an ice plant.
Whoa, that's solid. Ayos
Oh,
yun ah.
talaga masasabi mo, hey, cool. Ice plant, ice plant.
Oo,
So, uh,
solid.
uh,
Ang galing ano.
what else pa ba? Of course, well, lately there's the yacht parties and like very
Oh,
different stuff. So yeah,
again, people find new ways in being different.
you have to be creative. Hey, Tita D is there. Hey, Tita D.
Pero yung common dyan, music. Common.
Oh,
Di ba? Common
that's the
denominator
nice.
is the
Yeah,
music.
you parang you just try to change it up, and in a way, it was a move away from clubs like Euphoria, or yung clubs in a certain place, and yun lang nakukuha mo. They
Yeah.
had they had variety. So yan, and then ganun nga in the early 2000s, parties parties in Boracay were the thing, and yung tipong lalo na Holy Week. Oh my goodness. It was like the wild wild west out there. It's really
I remember
fun time.
bringing a foam machine to Boracay for
Oh
the
my.
first foam party doon.
Oh
Parang
my.
oh,
Mario, there you go.
wow.
I
Kaya lang.
can see you.
Yeah, all right. I don't know what happened. I just check it. Chinek ko agad yung cable connection eh.
Di ba?
Oo, di ba? Parang buti na lang ba. So anyway, so you were pretty much at the top of your game nung time na yun, di ba? And
Yeah.
didn't you ever burned out, took a
There,
vacation, and didn't know when kailan ka babalik, ganun? May mga ganun din naman.
oh, syempre, at that point, parang you try so hard to keep up, and it wasn't like that. Yung tipong dati, you're really secure dun sa club mo, and you go there the next night and you do the same thing, and nag-change yung landscape all of a sudden, and you're like trying to keep up, and yung there's a lot more things to keep tabs on.
Mm-hmm.
Yan, and yung it comes to a point na parang wait, time out muna, parang ganun ba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that one of those times na parang you did have that time na nagkaroon ka ng side projects like Tribo Manila and Trip M,
Trip M,
diba? I mean,
Trip
I
M.
think that was like medyo, side projects. But
Yeah.
kumbaga, was it like you just wanted the change in scenery? Ganun,
No, it's not because of that. Parang it's always been one of my dreams ba, to explore if I can get the sound that that I wanna make, kumbaga.
Mm.
Kasi in 94 at or 95 or 92, I forgot which year, I came across this album called B Tribe or Barcelona Tribe. It's a flamenco guitarist and some musicians, and electronic yung background nila, pero there's that
Okay.
yeah. So parang sabi ko, wow, if I can do this live,
Parang
this
Gypsy
this
Kings,
would be
ganun.
awesome. Yeah, pero electronic na mabagal, very kind of down tempo, and uh, 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 just things just fall into place. Yung tipong I met this guy, Javi, and Mon, nakwento ko sa kanya yon. I played the album for him. Sabi, oh Mon, it just so happened na I'm friends with this flamenco guitarist, and sabi ko, sige. So I got introduced to Rick Sanchez, and then Paul Zialcita and Junji, and we hung out, and we were throwing ideas back and forth, and of course, Don I found out, Don Renato, I found out he was doing
Oh
live
yeah, he was
live
electronica.
PA, yung mga electronic gear and stuff, and yeah, things just came together, and before we knew it, we were a band, and we were playing dun sa Wherelse.
Uh-huh.
So we
You're
had
back.
chill out nights. Oh, we're back.
The
That
different
that
form.
kind of kept me going ba, yung tipong, oh, okay, this project is just moving forward very fast, and So we did
And
that, and yeah.
interestingly enough, I think kayo rin, were you the only guys doing it? Yung ganong klaseng live mix of electronic and musical instruments.
I think Don Don also had this thing.
Uh-huh.
Back in chemistry in Malate, buhay na buhay yung Malate noon eh.
Mm-hmm.
So there was Don Don, and I know Elmer Dado also was starting out with Grupo Tribale. Yan, yun naman,
Yeah,
mga
yeah, yeah. Oh,
percussionist.
oh, now
Yan.
I remember. Oh.
Yan. Tapos, um, as with most bands, parang you need to take a break from each other din, di ba? So, during that break with Trip M, sabi ko, I'll do something na ah, talagang maski ano na, yung talagang all-out party lang. So, I kinda got together with si Rob Sanchez.
Yeah, Robbie.
Oh, Robbie, si Danger.
Robbie
Yan.
Sanchez.
Oh, and I was,
Narinig natin si Robbie.
we were parang brainstorming one night, and, we took in percussionists in a Fritz bar of Spy, and, who else? Ramon Mancio. I'm lucky with percussion. And Marcus Manguigad. Yan. So, yeah, that was Tribo Manila, and talagang all-out percussion group, and everyone was just banging on drums, and kami ni Robbie were playing Latin house, and yeah, we took it places too, and yeah,
No,
those are that was
what year was this?
this was from 2002 onwards, parang ganun.
Okay.
2001 onwards. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I just gotta thank some people first. Yeah, Herb. Thank you, Herb Cabral, for
Oy, thank you, Herb. I really like the tune.
giving us one of his tracks to use for our intro, outro, at saka itong, I don't know kung naririnig niyo yung parang lo-fi background music na hinanda ko para lang meron thing happening in the back. Jess Montejo, thank you very much for the hard work and doing all of this shit. Graphics, ganyan. And yeah, for everyone watching us tonight, thank you. Yeah, hang out. Hindi pa tapos to.
Hey, Dom. Good morning, Dom.
This show is brought to you by the Music Source. So music and gear and solutions. Check out the Music Source if you need anything. So getting back, so parang ganun. But now you're in the States. So what? Like what? One day you just decided, like talagang try something new.
Yeah.
Ganun
Parang
ba?
after the bands and my parang freelance kind of stint, parang that was where I really felt burnt out na talaga. Parang sabi ko, I need to just explore what's out there outside of DJing. Kasi at that point, I was already playing for more than 20 years already. So parang sabi ko, let's see what's out there. Maybe I know for sure I was missing out on some things. So yun, sabi, nagkataon na I had a brother here, si Louie, and sabi niya, oh sige, I'll help you out. Sabi ko, okay, sige. So I just left.
Walang maseremonyas. I just like.
Oh, one
The
thing
plan was
I learned.
pretty fast, ganun.
Oh, one thing I learned na if you think things, you try to think things to the smallest detail, you'll never get around to doing it. So yeah, part of the adventure, I guess. So I just up and left.
Yeah, oh, wow. I mean, yeah, parang ano nga naman yun, ano. But then again, yung midway mo ngayon naman, you're playing music online, so parang
yeah.
Partly you got back.
For a long time, I was just parang the gigs were parang bonus na lang as I was trying to look for whatever it is. I really didn't know back then, and I tried so many things really. So yeah, I had my own catering business. I manage a rental business, and I worked as at a warehouse, yung Best Buy warehouse. Yeah, I worked there as a clerk, and then ayan, parang you just keep on trying new things until you try to, until you gravitate towards something.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, wait a minute. This is the part that I'm scared of. Ayan, may Q&A portion daw.
yeah, yung
Wala.
Q&A.
Wala.
Meron.
Wala.
Actually, meron tayong ano lang,
Yan, si
pictures
Wena
we
may
grabbed.
pasimuno niyan eh.
Meron tayong mga pictures, like we'll just try to, kwentuhan mo kami sa mga ibang pictures, konti lang naman to. And then yeah, baka lang, no? Anyone who has a question, ngayon pagkakataon niya.
And anyone who has a question, direct message me na lang.
We'll probably get like 5 questions.
Oh my goodness.
So Mon, bring us through some of these pictures baka lang
Oh my goodness.
for our
Here we go.
entertainment.
Bigla ko pinagpawisan na. Oh, that's me and Boyet.
I'm gonna try something. One-man team kasi ako dito. Teka lang. Okay, there. I move this here and it goes up there. Yan.
Oh, there you go.
Ito, when I saw this, parang I just had to add this, our good friend Boyet season. Talagang,
Oh, yeah.
Ano
Tagal
talaga?
kami magkasama niyan sa club. The first time I met Boyet was at not a club setting, but office. In an office. And by the time I met him, he was already legend already. And, yung tipong, wow, I just met Boyet season. Parang ganun ba? Yeah. And the thing that really strikes me about him, he loves people.
Yeah.
Yung talagang, he just goes out and just talks to you, and he never forgets.
Yeah.
And that's why everybody loves that guy.
A solid person.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alam mo, nakita ko nga itong picture, but sorry, medyo na iba lang. Nakita ko yung picture na to when I saw those glass blocks. Sabi ko, Euphoria to. For some reason, yung glass blocks na yun, na counter na yan.
Iconic, di ba?
Oo, di ba?
Yeah.
And may Boyet, ingat.
Oh man, I spent so much time with that guy. I consider myself lucky, basically. Yeah.
Okay, let's move to another one. Sa bagay, ito, anong year ba ito? Yung itong Euphoria?
That's early 90s yan. Mga 91, 92 siguro yan.
Oo, yung polo mo, maluwag eh.
Tsaka taas pa ng waistline ko yan.
may pleats yata, may pleats.
Guys, promise, hindi ko nasusutin ng pantalon ko ganyan kataas.
May pleats yung pantalon.
Okay, di ba?
Anong crew to?
Okay, that's the Euphoria crew.
Euphoria.
In that picture alone, you can see 2 current superstars. On one end, the left end, as I'm looking at it, that's Jojit Mangubat, si DJ X Factor. Yeah, we got him in late 90s na, 97 ata, 98. And then on the other end is Martin Pulgar. Yan, parehong mga first gigs nila sa Euphoria. I got them. And this was during the anniversary. So at the back, there's Reggie Inocencio. Yan, very, very good DJ and very good friend too. And of course, behind me, the head, that's Joel Adriano, one of our residents there at Euphoria too. So,
Wow,
yeah,
that's cool. Let's see what's next. Lucky Strike pa.
Lucky Strike sponsor. This was in I think Fête de la Musique. I was playing with Trip M back then for Fête de la Musique. So that's a special treat dahil it's always nice to be part of that, basically.
Buhay pa ba Lucky Strike?
I have
Nandito
no
pa ba
idea.
sila sa market?
I was lucky with Lucky Strike dahil oh my.
Here you go.
Goodness.
Wow. Ito mga
that's Arwin Nevada back there. Very good friend. And
yes.
In front, that guy in a shirt na white and black.
Yeah.
That's a Cebuano legend.
Yes.
Oh goodness, Gilbert Go.
Yeah.
That's Gilbert Go. And Momon Baula on one end. That's beside me. That's Bobby Nolasco yata eh. Yeah.
Teka lang, saan ka ba dito? Yeah, that's Bobby.
Oh, that's Bobby Nolasco. And
Yeah,
this
Arvin.
is this is at 7 o'clock in the morning sa may Pasong Tamo.
Yeah,
As you can imagine, we just got out of the club Halo
yeah.
and we were drunk as hell and wala. Hey, picture tayo.
That's
Sige, okay.
si Dennis, Joel
Yeah,
Yabot,
Dennis.
and
Yeah,
then
Joel
si
Yabet.
Momon
Yeah.
Baula.
Yeah, Momon Baula. There
Hey,
you go.
Mon, nasingit ka dito.
Andiyan ba si Momon Baula?
Hindi, nakasama ko lang. Just recently, we were doing
Ayun.
something.
On chat, there's a Karina Paternoy. She's a very good friend of Arwin Nevada.
Yeah, wow. The twins, no? Parang,
Yeah.
Anyway, hype, no? Parang, yun nga, no? Parang, by the way, sa mga clubs dati, was there a curfew nung disco dati? Or like, do clubs close at 2? Wala na rin. Even
Wala,
before.
talagang you just kept going. The latest time I got out, kasi Euphoria was underground din, di ba? So walang bintana. You wouldn't know what time it is. The latest na lumabas ako ng Euphoria was 12 noon.
Man.
Close to 1 o'clock. Ano yun, New Year, and then there was an after party there. And
may after party pa.
Oh, may after party nun. I think it was the after party of a Big Fish event. So everyone ended. There, Gilbert Goy is on chat.
Hey, Gilbert! Kamusta?
Yeah, that's a Cebuano legend right there.
Yeah. DTM. Yung club nila dati.
DTM. Oh my God, I love that club. DTM.
Hi, Gilbert. Kamusta? Thanks for being here, man. Okay, let's move on to ano ba dito?
That was my last gig in Manila. That was 2017 homecoming. There you go. At Ibiza Beach Club.
The one in BGC dati.
BGC. By that time, I was retired na for about 11 years, and yun nga, my manager just convinced me, hey, man, I'm gonna send you tickets. How much do you want to pay for this gig? Sabi ko, Dodo, you're making it so hard for me to say no, Do. Sabi ko,
sarap naman nun. Parang parang mala name your price ang dating.
Si Dodo has been talking to me through the years, and Mon, it's time you came back. It's time you came back. Yung at certain points, 2013, 2014, 15, yun do, hindi pa talaga ako ready. Yung parang, I'm not even updated with the music, blah, blah, blah. No, Mon, you have to come back. And finally, 2017, sabi ko, let's go. Let's do it. Yeah, so there you go. I gathered enough guts. Arnel Enterone was kind enough to support me for that gig. Yan. Hey, Arnel, thank you again. And then that shot was taken by Arnel Enterone, I think.
Solid. Yeah, he takes great pictures. Yung mga when he bikes around, lalo dun sa bay. Arnel, ang gaganda ng pictures mo. Grabe. I actually grabbed a few. Para lang gawing screensaver. Ganda ng mga pictures mo, man.
Ano pang photography skills ng guy na yan.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, let's
go. That's with Alan Agbayani in LA. So, Alan Agbayani has this thing called Incognito LA. It's an underground club. Basically, walang they don't have a set venue. They move, and it's really underground. Yung tipong, you know how clubs here have by law, you can't serve alcohol past 2 o'clock, di ba? Yeah, yung mga clubs niya yung mga parties niya ni Alan Agbayani, they go way beyond 2. They end up at 7, 8 in the morning. And that's the underground scene here. And they play straight up techno. This photo was taken nung inaugural night ng Incognito. So yung first party that they threw, I was lucky enough to be invited, and yeah, that's where that photo was taken. King in LA. That's the name of the club. So my goodness, Jigs Gomez has a question.
Maganda ka. Teka lang. Dumoble. This one.
This was in Red Lantern here in Redwood City. So I just moved here, and parang you try to get gigs, and Red Lantern was so cool. Yung core crowd noon were really talagang party crowd. Yun lang inaatupag nila mag-party gabi-gabi. So there you go. That's how fun that place was. I really enjoyed that
That's
place.
okay.
Ang maganda doon, multicultural. So, it doesn't matter what race you were, you just came to party. Yeah.
Oh, no. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Solid. And yeah, this one would be ay seryoso pare.
Oh, this
Mukhang
one.
mukhang
I really
naglulutukan
like
to.
I really like the concept of this party. This was a Tiananmen Square sa bar.
Yeah, Tiananmen, yeah.
Yeah, this party was done by Juno Obanda, one of the really creative
Yeah,
people
Juno.
I've ever met. Yeah, Juno.
Si Direk.
The idea was sunset to sunset. So parang may sunset footage siya, and we provide the soundtrack. So there was me, there was Patch, there was Edge, Mano, Dario was also there, and that was a fun party. Ganda maliit lang yung venue, and nice crowd, and
Solid. And
super chill.
pare, I will save you from the Puka shell picture.
Oh my God. I have nobody to thank except Joy de Criado for
Puka
that.
shell.
I've never
Okay,
lived
so
that down.
hey, anyone, kung may tanong, sorry, hindi ko rin nasundan eh. Meron bang just in
Wala,
case.
walang tanong.
Walang tanong.
Wala.
Okay, go. Walang history man o wala. Going. Go. Okay. All right. Okay. So, well, yeah, we're towards the end of our show unless walang magtatanong. Meron talaga, naghihintay ako may magtanong na
My fingers crossed.
na talaga, very intriguing eh. But anyway, yeah, if Jigs, ano yan, Lanay?
All right.
Okay. Anyway, sige na. Wag na yung questions. Ano lang yan? If you put your questions here, Mon can go back here and answer your questions for everyone. Yeah, parang ganun.
So yung kay Jig, sabi niya Lanay daw. So hindi naman question yan eh kasi naka apostrophe mark eh. So hindi question yan. No, Lanay was a club in Quezon Boulevard, and that's one of my first few gigs. It was talagang all-out girly club.
Okay.
Talagang 70s girly club. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sige. Sige na lang. Anyway,
Dindel. Yan si Arnel Valdez. Yan ang kasama ko sa Lanay. That's how we got started. There you go.
All right. Anyway, in closing, Mon, curious lang ako. Either the 80s or 90s, what would be your 3 tracks na talagang best tracks? Because I'm pretty curious about what would, your 3 best tracks of, ikaw pumili na, 80s or 90s. Yung parang bang may impact na matatandaan mo talaga.
Okay. That's a tough question. So let's see. I'd say That's the Way Love Is by 10 City.
Yeah.
So it's got that acid thing going on at the same time. Very melodic siya. That great vocals by Byron Stingley. And what else?
Galing.
I'd say sa 80s, 90s,
Yeah, any.
My goodness, ang dami sobra.
Kumbaga, if you're going to play in a party, meron ka nun.
Okay. Needing You by David Morales.
How does that go?
Needing You.
When ang taas ng energy nun eh.
Yeah. Tang. Yeah. When I got asked that question na tipong, Mon, the Earth is about to be invaded by aliens and they will destroy Earth. unless you play them a nice house track. What are you
Okay.
going to play? So there you go. So need and new. Yeah. And then I guess I don't know. Ang dami sobra, man. Ang hirap ng tanong mo. Yun ang pinakamahirap na tanong ngayong gabi. There you go. Arnel Valdez makes a real good point. The real wild out.
The real one.
There you go. Yeah, that
That's
would be a
cool.
great
That's cool.
candidate right there. Inner City 2, A Good Life. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's more than 3 already. So,
Oo.
ang hirap, man. Dahil, oh my God, man. That's incidentally, it's a great challenge for DJs. Yeah. There you go. Gerald Protasio knows that song. Huh?
Hey, Gerald. Anyway, well, pare, we're at the end of our show. Well, thank you. Alam mo, tangan ng sarap. But
oh my
anyway.
God, Tuntun is here. Hey, Anton, that's a music genius right there. He comes to the streams and talks music with you. Oh, man, he knows a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, well, everybody, thank you. Thank you for joining Mon and I dito sa Kwentuhan. Thank you. And I'd like to thank Mon. Mon, thank you for giving us the time and waking up early and then showing up. Actually,
Mario, thank you so
an hour
much
before,
for having me.
nagkikwentuhan na kami na. Oo. Yeah,
I always enjoy the show. Normally, when I listen to your show, naka-headphones ako, I can't comment because I'm at work. So I always like the show. I tuned in when John was here, Boyet,
Yeah.
sina Lopi and his brother.
Yeah. Diba? Solid eh.
Parts of Kokoy Puyat sa guesting too. I was here. So interesting. Really
Sabi,
cool.
as I said nga, because our stories matter, kaya ginagawa ko to.
Oh, I love this. I mean,
Kaya,
hey, my friends who tuned in, my family and friends, thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah. O nga pala, papasalamatan ni... Wala, okay? Hey, Tony, how are you?
Yan, si Tony Pavia.
Anyway, well, again, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Mon. Thank you. Just being here. Hey, check up on your friends. Kamustahin nyo? We're not through this yet. Pero, don't be fooled na lahat ng tao na sa labas. I don't know kung ano pa mangyayari. So, and everybody take... Teka lang. I hope everybody does take care of yourselves. And Mon, ano pa yung mga ibang schedules mo? Other than the usual
that's just it. It's just the Twitch shows for now, and yeah, I'm getting ready for my portion of Retrofest September 3. Yeah. So we're gonna go do that, and I'm gonna prepare a special set from here, and it's gonna be great fun.
All right. So everybody, thank you. Mobile Mondays will be back in 2 weeks because I'm going to do a different show next week for that.
More power to you, man. More power.
Thank
to
you, Mon. Thank you. Thank you for everyone. Thank you, Mon's friends, my friends. Everyone's a friend. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Good night and God bless. Have a great night and have a great week ahead. Ingat na lang kayo. Mon, thank you and good night. And again, thank you, Herb Cabral, for the track. If you want to hear more of Herb Cabral's music, he's on SoundCloud.